All right, everyone. So quick update on the Eratosthenes experiment on this account. Right now we have over 10 people participating, and we're all going to take measurements at solar noon on March 21st or the 22nd. Either day will work. If you've never heard about this group experiment before, it's the same basic method as the Eratosthenes experiment from over 2,000 years ago that he used to deduce the size of Earth. We're repeating it across a large range of latitudes. Right now we have people spread across the continental US, and I would like to expand that. Here's the thing. If you have a 3D printer and you live anywhere between about 5 degrees north and about 50 degrees north latitude, you can join in. That includes the continental US, Mexico, the Bahamas, some of those other islands, and most of Canada. This is the apparatus. It's pretty simple. It's 40 inches tall, and then it has a base plate that basically shows all of the measurement of the angle that the tip of the shadow of this pole will land on. This model is available on MakerWorld under my profile, The Debunker. It's a modular Eratosthenes shadow measurement apparatus. It costs between $8 and $15 to print, depending on the filament you're going to use. Personally, I would just buy cheap filament because this is probably going to be a one and done. We might try to do it in September as well. We'll see. If you want to participate, just send me a message because I need to organize everything like this so we know what's going on. Quick side note, Chad, if you see this, USPS says the address that you gave me is not a valid address. I sent you a message probably 4 hours ago now. Just reply to that. Let me know where I can send it. If you decide you do not want to participate in this anymore, that's fine. Just let me know so that I can get it to someone else because DataBoss has volunteered as a flat earther to try this. All right, so here's the important thing. How to get solar noon. Go to timeanddate.com. Click on this little flyout, and we want to go to Sun, Moon, Space, Sun Calculator. You can type in whatever location. You can see I do stuff all across the valley here, but what we're going to do is click that, click Open Map, and then I clicked out in the desert so you can't see where my house is. But let's pretend we're in Albuquerque, and we live at this house. But let's actually just pretend we're someone else. So let's say we live somewhere in like this area. But we're going to go, let's go do it in the church parking lot because we don't want to give away our position. You just click where you want and hit select. It'll open up a new little tab here. Scroll down to March 21st or the 22nd, whatever day you can do. Let's pretend it's Saturday. And the solar noon is going to be at 1:13 p.m. in that church parking lot. So that is when the shadow is going to be at the shortest point on that stick. You don't actually have to get geographical north. If you know that it's exactly 1:13, you set your little timer and go. Your phone should tell you when 1:13 actually is. This can be within a minute or two. It's perfectly fine. It's not going to make a massive difference to be a minute or two off. Okay, so here's the calendar. So we are going to do the measurement on the 21st or 22nd. You choose what day you want to do. I'm asking that you get me all the data by the 25th. So need data. I'm going to show you the data that we need here. This is what the table will look like that's sent out to everyone. But essentially that's what we need. Just what your latitude was down to at least 1 decimal point. If you send it like this, I can convert it. If you do it from the map here, you can just grab it there. And what your measurement was. These are all solid numbers because it was an example. But essentially what we're going to want is each of these lines is half a degree. Let's go to about 1/4 degree. So if it lands right here, we know that it's 50.25, 50.5, 50.75, 52. So aim for about 1/4 degree accuracy. If you take a picture, that will be 1,000 times more useful because then we can just paste that picture inside of the cell and everybody can verify. Yep, that says 15.2. Once I have everyone's data, what I'm going to do is send all of it out on the 26th. So this is send data to all. All of the participants will get this data. Pretty much every one of you guys. If you want the data and you did not participate, just shoot me a message and let me know. I know to send it to them because they're participating, but I don't know to send it to you if you did not. I'll send the data out. From there, you can analyze the numbers yourself, build your models that you need to, create whatever content that you want to with the data. The goal is for everyone to look at the measurements and come to their own conclusions. If you didn't participate, again, and you want the data set, let me know so I know who to send it to. One thing that I am asking, though, is a short data sharing embargo. So do not post. No posty. until the 30th of March. The reason why I'm asking this is I want every single person to be able to use the data, come up with the content, have the time to create anything they want and come to their own conclusions before there is any outside influence whatsoever. You can share your own data though. I can't put an embargo on you recording or sharing whatever you've done. I do know some people might want to do this on TikTok Live, take their own measurements on live. By all means, go for it. That is fun. I'm just asking that you don't share the group data or don't make content that shows the entire data table until the 30th. That's when I'll be posting my video. I'm going to probably make it Saturday or Sunday and then post it on Monday. So again, if you have a 3D printer and live somewhere between 5 degrees north and 50 degrees north latitude, you are more than welcome to join this experiment. I am trying to keep it like US, Canada, Mexico, those islands. Sorry, Australia. In September, though, we might aim for a global one and see what happens. And if you can't participate, but you want access to the data, let me know. So I'll show you guys this. You can see the whites. Those are people that said they'd participate, but do not have a 3D printer. If you guys want this data, since you were willing to participate and I just couldn't get you a thing, let me know. There was a flat earther here. He never replied to any messages after he's signed up for this thing. But I will send you this data so you can do with it what you want. Make a video. Flat earthers especially, if you want this data, let me know. Let's run the experiment and see what the measurements show.